In today's video, I wanted to go over backing up. I'm on Omie here. She's a 5-year-old Warmblood Thoroughbred cross, and we're working on, some backup. And with her, it's been interesting because she's wanted to back up pretty much the first day that I got on her. Wouldn't even have to think about backing, and she's already backing up. So I haven't really worked on it much, and now today we're going to actually play with that and see where she's at with it. And so there's a few things that you want to think about in the backup, and that is you're going to shift your weight or pick up a feel with your reins, and then you're going to shift your weight back, and then you're going to put a rhythm in with your calves. And those three pieces are the cues that you're going to use for the backup. And we'll go into that and show you how that's done. So I sit back slightly, put a little rhythm with my lower legs, putting a little feel on the reins. Up. It wasn't too bad, then she kind of got sticky. So I'm asking, saying, hey, let's back up. And I can even use a little bit of a whip on her chest here, on her shoulder. There. Her feet got fluid, but she's still a little bit up and out with her nose. So we'll just ask again. So I shift back slightly, and as I do that, I just lift my hands, putting a little feel on, and then I put a little rhythm with my calves to back up my shift of the weight. And what I'm looking for here is that she move backwards, and can she just drop her nose a little bit? Because she's wanting to just keep her nose stuck out. And I'm like, no, I want you to drop. So I'm not pulling, I'm just holding, waiting for her to come off of me. Can she kind of drop down there? And as she just comes off a little bit even, I give the reins back. I'm saying, oh, thank you. So there's two things I'm looking for. I'm looking for, are you giving me a fluid backup? And can you soften your pole, drop your head a little bit, and kind of tuck your nose just a little bit. So again, I shift my weight, lift my hands slightly, put a little rhythm with my lower legs, saying, come on, pay attention. If she gets stuck, I'm going to use a little bit of a whip on the chest. Hey, that's better. So she's at least softening the jaw as she's backing up. She's not so locked up and just braced. So I'll give that to her. So each time she tries, I give it to her, and then I ask again, saying, hey, can we back up here? She's kind of bracing. And it's kind of interesting, I haven't spent a lot of time on asking her to back up, because she was kind of doing it naturally. Every time I would stop, she would think about backing up, so I really didn't work on it much. But now that I'm actually asking for it, she's kind of like, ah. So what I can do too, just to help her to think about softening and dropping that head, is picking up without asking the backup, but can I pick up my reins here a little bit, put a feel on, and I'm going to wait on her till she drops her nose a little bit. And as soon as she does, I'm going to drop my hands and give it to her. So again, I'm going to pick up, put a little feel, and I'm waiting on her to drop her nose. I'm not asking for a backup, I'm just asking for her to soften her nose. Just waiting, she's giving it a little lick and chew. There was a tiny bit, so I give that to her. Again, I pick up, put a feel. I want her nose to go down, not up and out. There, she tucked it down, so I just open and release. I'm gonna pick up again. Yeah. So I'm waiting on that nose to come down. I'm just putting a feel. We've got a little lick and chew. She wants to stick her nose out and up and out. I'm just waiting on that. Now, a lot of folks, they drop their hands down here and start pulling back. I don't really like to do that because the lower I drop my hands, the more the bit pulls back and it pulls right on their tongue and pinches their tongue. And that pressure on their tongue actually causes more resistance in them, stiffness in them. So I'm lifting a little bit, causing it to be a little bit annoying by the lift, so it's catching the corner of their mouth and not down and on their tongue. And so I'm just teaching them that when I lift here, I want them to go, oh, I need to go down when I feel that, not up. And if they just kind of lock up and not trying anything, I'm going to hold one rein and then I'm going to kind of vibrate the other rein. And there, she softened a little, so I give it to her. Now I pick up and hold again. If she kind of just checks out, I'm going to vibrate one rein, holding the other rein. Saying it's about dropping the nose, not coming up with the nose. And we've kind of backed into the corner here, so she can't go back anymore. She has to figure out what to do with her nose. And there she drops, so I give it to her. Pick up again. There. And there she really tucked in, so I'm like, oh, thank you. And I'm going to pick up, looking for her to want to tuck in a little bit and drop down. I don't lean back because I don't want her to back up. There. Well, she can't because we're in the corner anyways, but it's not about right now. So I'm breaking the pieces down as we were asking for backup, and she was getting to where she was backing up okay, but she stayed up here. So now I'm saying, hey, learn to just tuck the nose in. So when I pick up the reins, instead of your instinct being up and out, is to drop and tuck your nose a bit. So I'm vibrating. There. And as soon as she gets it, I release. There. And again, pick up. That's what I'm looking for. That was really nice. So when I picked up, she almost immediately tucked her nose in. So I'm going to walk out of the corner now and ask her to back up here and see if we can do it with her nose dropped and tucked. So she wants to pick up, so I'm not asking for the backup yet. I want her nose down. A little vibration with the one rein. If she's just kind of checking out, that's so-so. So I pick up again, put a feel. Little vibration with one rein. So I'm not cueing her to back up. If she does on her own, I'm not too concerned about that. It's more I'm just focusing on getting her to tuck her nose just a little bit. And she's just like, oh, I don't know what to do. So I'm waiting on her. Oh, there was an idea. Yeah. So I pick up again. So I want her to drop her nose first. And just waiting on her nose. If she's backing up, that's her business. So I pick up again. All I'm looking for is for her to come off. There. And then I want to pick up. Can she come off of that? Can she tuck her nose down and in a little bit? She's backing. Not what I'm asking, but I'm not reprimanding her for it because I'm going to ask for that in a little bit. I just want her to tuck her nose in. Yeah. There we go. Yep. We're getting her, so when I put a feel on her, her instinct isn't to just drop and push. It's to come off of it and to drop her nose down and follow the feel a little bit. So I pick up, saying follow that feel. Can you drop and tuck your nose? Little vibration. Saying, come on, drop and tuck your nose. And I'm not there, I'm not forcing it. And again. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Yes. So again, pick up. Now she's starting to get the idea of tucking her nose. There we go. Now I'm going to ask for a little bit of a backup. So I'll just put a little feel. She tucks her nose, and then I can lean back slightly, put a little rhythm, yes, in my legs, saying, hey, come on, let's back up. Oh, I know you're wanting to stick your nose out, so I'm just going to hold. There, and as soon as she gives me the drop of her nose with some movement, it doesn't have to be perfect here, it just needs to be where she's trying to understand what it is we want. And she's just now getting the idea. So we'll try it again. So I pick up, little feel, lean back. Yes, I like that. So now she's starting to drop her nose, but then when I ask for the backup, she's poking it out. So I have to say, but now can you give me both of them? Can you give me a backup and drop your nose? Yeah. That was pretty good. So again, pick up, shift my weight back slightly, waiting on her, yes, to soften and to tuck her nose in. And so that's pretty good here. So a really nice change from the beginning where she's just all stuck out and saying, oh, I can't do it, to, hey, I can tuck my nose in and back up. So think about those pieces of, you want the horse to be soft in your hand in the backup. You don't want them sticking their nose out, and then you want the backwards. And they really need to come together, but you may have to work on one or the other. If they're really sticky about moving their feet backwards, you may not be worrying about their face so much at first. And then if they're getting their feet going pretty well, like with her feet go pretty good, but she sticks her nose out. So then we're focused more on saying, can you drop your head, tuck your nose in a bit, and back up together. So those are the pieces in the backup.